This is a Yellowstone employee experience interview.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name's Ben. I'm from Georgia, and then I spent some time in Alabama and Florida, and was in Alabama before I came here.
You like it down south?
Yeah, I do. Family, friends are down there. Just like it out west too. I like the landscape, and I think personalities are different. So,
What brought you to Yellowstone this season?
just I wanted to kind of get off the hamster wheel where I was. It was just a lot of work and not much reward, and I wanted to kind of flip that where it was the same amount of work, you got the same amount of reward, and the reward is the park. So
You seen a lot of animals yet?
oh yeah, elk, buffalo. Saw an elk playing soccer. That was crazy.
All right.
Yeah,
Is this your first time working in a national park?
it's my third. I came out here the first two times when I graduated high school. I came out here with my brother, and then we went to school together for a year, and then we came back out and spent another summer, and then along with a friend of ours, and then we did the school, finished that up, and got jobs, careers. And,
Well, what was your first impression when you arrived?
I thought it was great. It was beautiful. People appreciated different things, which I appreciated. Just the day to day, going outside, seeing a beautiful view. I think things are more easily appreciated out here because of how pretty things are.
And season 2 was different?
Season 2 was, let me think. It was different. We had different. So me and my brother, like I said, and a friend came out. So the first time we came out, we kind of were just, filling out the seasonal job, which is the first seasonal job we had, which was fun. And also the park, but we really didn't have a plan. So the second time we came out, we had like a plan that we went by. Hikes that we wanted to check off a list. Fishing that we wanted to check off a list. And so we did all that. So it was good. It wouldn't have been that way, but my brother was part of it, so he's very.
Is this season so far? Is this good?
Oh yeah, it's been good for me on like every level. People have been great. The wilderness, wildlife, fishing, camping. It had been 20 years since I'd been back, so I wasn't sure how it was going to be, but it's been refreshing, and nothing has changed and a lot has changed, if that makes sense, but it's been great for me so far.
So, little huckleberries.
Go ahead and taste one. I'm not going to be sick.
No.
I'm not going to be sick.
I promise. No, don't put that in your mouth. That's not
I thought you. Speaking of this season, what job do you do here?
I work in the distribution center, and just basically work with a lot of good people.
Well, what does a typical workday look like?
Typical work day is I come in and drink coffee and try not to be seen for the first 2 hours. They do. They do get a coffee in the morning. So I drink a cup of coffee, say hello, pick up where I left off at my own pace, as long as it's a productive pace. And there's no problem if I run into a challenge or mess up something. Going to management and getting help or asking questions is very easy here. So it's been no stress for me going to work. We had a cookout today. That was nice.
What's your favorite part of the job?
Favorite part of the job.
By the way, speaking of cookouts, We're gonna have one shortly. I think probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we were offered hot dogs, hamburgers, or steaks, and Harv said, "We'll take the steaks."
Nice. I thought you were going to say hot dogs. No.
Should be pretty good tomorrow.
Harvey's treating you. Let me think. My favorite part of the job is being able to. We have breaks, which is great, which I'm not used to either. You get 15 minutes at a certain time, you get lunch break at a certain time, and another 15 minutes at a certain time. And every time I get to walk outside and I get to have a nice view of Electric Peak or elk or a rabbit that runs by or have a conversation with somebody from a state that I've never been to. So it's always entertaining and interesting and beautiful.
What's been the biggest challenge of the job?
Challenge is probably working at a pace that is good for me. I'm used to just working at a certain pace, and here it's more about doing the job right, getting it done, at a reasonable time rather than get it done as fast as you can. Get it done reasonably.
Yeah.
So,
It's a little more comfortable, I think.
yeah, more comfortable. And then you grow up in a certain area for so long, you're used to certain personalities, and then when you come out to a place that offers seasonal work, you have people from all over the country and also all over the world that come here, and being able to open your mind to different personalities and different perspectives, which is great because it's refreshing for me because it just makes the world that much bigger because you kind of get trapped in those little ecosystems that you're in.
Yeah. Different personalities are really nice.
Very.
What's your favorite place in Yellowstone?
Let's see. Favorite place in Yellowstone would be on the Firehole River right before it gets hot, right before the bug season, and all the fish are biting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's my favorite spot.
You like to fish?
I love to fish. That's all I do. And it's a problem for some people. Not for me, though.
What's the most amazing wildlife encounter that you've had?
Let's see. Well, the very first time I came out here, me and my brother were actually up in Mammoth, and we got chased up a tree by an elk, and we first came across its baby and didn't know what to do. We thought it was stranded, so we just kind of sat there and stared at it, and the mom came and chased us up a tree. That was the most craziest, and but I've been chased 2 more times since then.
Any this season?
Twice. Once on the boardwalk, and there was another coworker that was up there, chased me around a bush about the size of a basketball, and then got bored with that, and it took off after the girl, and I whistled, and she ran between the 2 cars, so that was crazy. And then I was fishing on the Gardner down here, and tried to pass an elk, and she stood her ground, and she understood me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, it's only been halfway through the season, but do you feel like you've made any lifelong friends?
Yeah, I'd like to think so. Or they're in progress. It's the good thing about working out here is the relationships that you start out here. There's not much expectation because it's seasonal work. So people are, I think, more real and more themselves, and they all seem like they're going to go that way. But realistically, who knows? Yeah.
What have you learned about yourself while working here?
That that I need a lot of growth, and that's my goal.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
How has Yellowstone changed your perspective on life? Or has it?
Yeah, it has. I think that growing up in the primarily in the suburbs and kind of vacationing to the country, within your own state, you kind of just feel like, that's it. You got your city and you got this little piece of property, and it's just. But I think out here it's so vast and so open. You realize that there's a
lot of land,
a lot of wildlife, a lot of places that are beautiful, and just untouched, and nature does its thing. I love watching just nature be nature. So
yeah. What do people misunderstand about working in Yellowstone, in your opinion?
I think there's a lot of seasonal workers that. I mean, even when I was younger, there's a lot of young people that come up here, 18, to however old, look at it more as like a vacation type work job. But I think that, the jobs up here, they do take serious and are relevant to, the park being the park. There just got to be, things got to get done so the park can sustain itself and be everything that it is.
Well, what's one thing visitors never get to see that employees do?
Let me think.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, probably living conditions.
Yeah.
I never thought about like where all these employees. You think that everyone goes off to, whatever little house. It's just the dorm. The living conditions.
If you could give one piece of advice to next year's employees or following years, what would it be?
Enjoy the park. Yeah, that's the best. I think the best thing about the seasonal work is enjoying what the park has to offer. And I think if you're in the cool spots at the park, you're going to meet cool people.
Well, if someone's thinking about working in Yellowstone,
I think they should do it. Always something you can learn about yourself coming out to a place like this.
what won't you miss?
70-degree weather, and then it's snowing, a few hours later.
The weather's rough.
Yeah, the weather can be rough, and if you're not packing for all the seasons at once, you might get stuck in it.
One sentence, how would you describe the Yellowstone employee experience?
Ever-changing.
What memory from this season do you think you'll still be telling people?
Playing golf at 3 in the morning in front of my headlights.
That's great. That's nice to imagine.
That was fun.
Go, go, go far.